It's my anniversary. Hey, it's my anniversary. Hey, it's my anniversary. Hey, it's my anniversary. Hi and welcome back to my channel. It's Naja Mani, and today I'm going to be doing a Sisterlock tag, celebrate my anniversary. So if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. You are the real MVP, and if not, thank you, welcome. It is my 1 year anniversary, so I'm a little excited. I don't know if you can tell, but yes. Yeah, it is actually 1 year and a couple of weeks because I wanted to come on here with retied hair. Yes, if you follow me on Instagram, you would see that I went 10 weeks without a retie. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get into the Sisterlock tag. I found this tag by Octavian. I believe that's how you say her name. So it is 19 questions. Why not 20? It's okay. It's okay. Search Sisterlock tag on YouTube and I just clicked her video. So yeah, she has the questions down in her description box. I'll also copy and paste them in mine, as well as the link to her Sisterlock video. So yeah, I'm going to be looking down because that's where the questions are. So let's get into it. The first question: when were your Sisterlock installed, and how long have you had them? So that's like 2. So my Sisterlocks were installed on March 17th 2020, so St. Patrick's Day. It's like right at the beginning of the stay-at-home orders, so yeah, it was a lot. And how long have I had them? I've had them since then. So it's been a whole year, and I'm filming this on April 11th, about 12 months and 3 weeks. So why Sisterlocks and not any other form of locks? Well, I do actually come from a family of Sisterlocks and traditional lockers. My mom, she actually had traditional locks. She cut them off and then got Sisterlocks. And I would say, like, when I saw her with Sisterlocks, I was like, oh, if I were to ever lock my hair, I would get Sisterlocks. I don't know, it's like the way they looked on her. And then my sister got Sisterlocks, so seeing them on her, I was like, they're so beautiful. But I will say, it was once after I got my Sisterlock installed, I was really looking at traditional locks and other form of locks and really appreciating their beauty. I didn't appreciate it before, I will say that. Don't come for me, please, please, please. Just seeing it on my family members, I guess that's what really pushed me into getting Sisterlocks versus traditional locks. I just didn't see the beauty in traditional locks that I do see in it now. So again, don't come for me. All locks are beautiful. Maybe in the future I will combine my locks, who knows? But right now I am loving my Sisterlocks. So this is in my first ever YouTube video about my Sisterlock stories time. So I feel like with me deciding, actually committing to getting Sisterlocks, because there has been years since people are like, you should lock your hair, and I'm like, no, it's too much of a commitment. It's really not. But actually, when I'm like, you know what, that's it, I'm locking my hair, that was in December of 2019. I think I watched a whole bunch of videos on YouTube, and then maybe a couple of days or so, I actually reached out to a consultant or a loctician. I could have gotten my consultation done like in December, but it was right during the time where I was traveling, so I could not go in December. I had to wait until January, I believe. January, February. I think it was more like towards the end of January. And then so during that consultation, that's, if you don't know, you get your tester locks in, and you know, you talk about the payments, talk about when you're able to actually come in for your install. And so I don't know why I'm looking over here. So here. So with her schedule and everybody, I feel like she had this clientele already, and just getting on her schedule, the only time that was available was in March, and the end date of being March 17th, because it took 3 days. So I think I was there from March 14th, 15th, no, so 15th, 16th, and 17th. So yeah, those the days that I got installed. So you can do the math. It was over a month of me waiting and possibly saving, but I didn't. What fears did you have before getting your Sisterlocks? I will say I actually didn't really have any fears before getting my Sisterlocks. I will say it was probably maybe during the second day of me getting my hair installed that I was like, wow, I'm actually locking my hair. Like, I am locking my hair. And they're interlocks. Like, if you don't know, like, Sisterlocks are a form of interlocks, and interlocks are like, how can I explain it? It's like, I feel like if you wanted to take down your hair, I would like go with the palm roll. It might be a little bit easier, but interlocking, like, that's a commitment. Like, interlocking, and so it was then I was like, I am really doing this. So yeah, and then I think maybe either my first night going into the second day, or the second night going into my third day, I actually had like a dream, or maybe it was after. It was probably maybe during my first install, my nose is running. Maybe it was during my first retie. But yeah, I think I was like, I had a dream that I washed my hair, and my hair, like, all of my hair slipped, but it didn't even slip into its natural state. It slipped into like its relaxed state. Like, I had like the weirdest dream, but I think that was during the time where it was like 5G is messing with your dreams. I feel like there's so many, well, not that many, but like being more consistent with my scheduling, staying on top of scheduling my reties, and taking care of the baby locks, as my loctician calls them, so the ones that are around your edges that are prone to slipping. Yeah, and just knowing that during that first year that your hair is not really locked and you still need to take care of it. You just can't go out of the chair the first day and be like, my hair's locked and that's it. I don't have to do nothing else to it. You still got to do stuff to it. And I feel like I knew it, but I didn't realize to the extent. But it's not that bad. It's really not. Compared to loose natural hair, for me, having locks and taking care of my locks, like doing the braiding and banding, which I really don't really do. If you want to know what I do for my wash day, you should watch my wash day video. But just knowing that there is some stuff that you gotta do, especially during my first year. Any major changes in my life? I'm happier of, like, what's the right way of saying this, with my hair, and it always being done in some way, because that was really like the last straw for me. It was that I had to go somewhere and my hair was looking a hot mess, and I did not have the energy nor the time to actually do it. And I was like, this would have been so much easier if I had braids or if I had locks. But with braids, I would still have to maintain my hair. Like, there would be a time where I have to take the braids out and still maintain it. Whereas with locks, it's locked. So I was just like, my life would be so much better if I didn't have to deal with my hair. And it always being, you know, somewhat put together. In my last video, you can see how like bushy the roots were, but to me it wasn't the worst my hair has been. And yeah, it still, to me, still looked put together. So yeah, that was the last straw, and that's the major change, is like, there's so much time to myself that I don't have to worry about my hair. The people around me in my personal life, no, I wouldn't. Well, I don't know. A lot of people do ask me questions about my hair, like, how long did it take? How did your hair get into this shape? yeah, like how did my hair get into the shape, like just questions about it. I guess if they were interested in getting Sisterlocks, those types of questions. And then I will say I have been traveling and when I'm on the airplanes, that's where I've run into two sisterlockers, or two sisterlock women with sisterlocks, and both the time when I told them like I'm in my first year pretty much, like, oh, I've got my hair locked, it's been locked since March, and they both kind of like, and the first one I didn't really ask like what was on their mind, but I could definitely tell that she looked at my hair, and then she looked at me and she's like, and then the second one I was like, no, I'm really gonna ask you like what is on your mind, like you're the second person who's given me this type of reaction when I tell you that my hair has been locked since March and I'm coming up on a year. And they're like, the one person did say like, I'm just surprised your hair locked like this. I guess compared to their hair, my hair was more locked at that same time mark, so they're just was surprised. But everyone's hair is different. My hair, I feel like, just tangles more easily, so that's probably why it's locked. But I won't say that all my hair is locked, like all of my head is locked. I will say that I don't think all of it's locked. But those are the only two things that, or really one, no, there are two. Those are the only two things that really has changed. Like my hair has definitely become more of a topic during discussions when I'm meeting up with friends. I've also feel like I have encouraged people to lock their hair because I'm like, it's so great, you should do it. Infamous question, how many locks do you have? I'm like, my answer is I don't know, and I don't care to know. All I know is that I went to a certified Sisterlock loctician who has been doing it for about 10 years, I believe. So I know that I have Sisterlocks, and that's it. You don't have to say, oh, because you have under this many locks you don't really have Sisterlocks, or wow, you have so many like, no, I don't need all that. And I don't really care to know, because what's the number gonna do? I have X amount of locks, I have X amount of locks. I guess it's people, that's the one thing people know about that. I don't care. I don't care to know. I don't know. Does that make me weird that I don't know how many locks I have, or that I don't care to know? Let me know in the comment section below. Pattern do you or your loctician use on your hair? I remember that, again, if you go to my first video, I talked about my hair and I was talking about what pattern I was. She definitely said I was watching too much YouTube, but I am a 4-point rotation or 4-point pattern. I do not use that on my hair. I did it one time on this lock in the back. I think it's this lock. It's the skinniest one that I can find. I think I put that pattern into that lock because it slipped out so much, but there was like a knot at the end that I feel like I could have done. So I did. That's pretty much what it was. A little locked at the end, so I just locked it up until it was maybe half, a good amount left at the roots. But I was like, I don't have a tool. Well, I do have a tool, but I just did not care to finish it. But I don't see myself doing reties on my head. I thought I would do it, but I don't see it anymore. So I don't feel like I'm going to be using any 4-point toner on my head anytime soon. What products do you use on your hair? Shampoo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just shampoo. Or the water that comes off of the shower. So water and shampoo. That's it. I don't care to use products in my hair. That's one thing that I was looking forward to, is not using product in my hair. I should probably start using an oil because my scalp does get dry sometimes, but it's doing okay so far. So just water and shampoo. How do I wear my hair most of the time? Just like this. In my hairstyle video, you'll see it the second most one that I use. I do mention it in that video, so go ahead and look at that one. I think before my 10-week hiatus, it wasn't on purpose. I think I was going every like 4 to 6 weeks or so, around that 6 weeks mark, and I think I was in and out of the chair within like 3 hours, maybe even less. So I really like going around that time. But this last time, 10 weeks without my retie, I think I was in the chair for maybe 4 hours, because I got there at 5. Yeah, I think I left around 9-ish, and it was supposed to be a 3-hour and 45-minute session, but it went over. How often do I wash my hair? I will say most of the time I wash my hair right before my retie, so that was around like 4 to 6 weeks. But definitely during like that 10-week hiatus, with me traveling as well, like especially when I'm traveling, I do wash my hair after I travel, because sometimes I do go swimming, I go on the beach, whatever, so there's that type of debris in my hair, so I want to get that out. And then also just I try to wash it pretty much every 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, whenever I feel like it's stinky and it needs to wash. So those are the 3 criterias. One thing I miss about my loose natural hair, and one thing I miss about my loose natural hair. What do I miss about my loose natural hair? I guess, what do I miss about my loose? Well, this is a tough one, because I don't think I really miss my loose natural hair. Because then if I would miss something about it, I think I would feel like sad about my locks. I don't know. I feel like I cannot answer one thing I miss about my loose natural hair. What I don't miss about my loose natural hair is those wash days. I don't miss like hair all over the place. I don't miss my hair, like it feeling like a Brillo pad. I know I said just one thing, but yeah, I mean, I can't miss one. I feel like if I missed something about my loose natural hair, I would be more regretful about my Sisterlocks, and I'm not regretful of this decision at all. I feel like my hair is still kind of loose at the ends, and it still kind of mimics natural hair pattern, so I have that. So I still have that, and I feel like even when it does, I'm so sorry, I keep looking down, but that's where my monitor is. But I feel like when it does, if it ever does like lock up on itself, kind of like this one that gets on my last nerves. I have another one over here, but like I feel like I still see my pattern in there. It's just not as bouncy and whatnot. Maybe I'll say that it's the bounciness of my hair and like it being va va voom, because I do see myself curling my hair in the future, because I don't know if I really like that this straight look, but right now it's working for me because I don't have to do nothing. What are your hair goals? My hair goals, I don't know. You know, just I think right now I don't have like a length goal. I don't have anything like that, just to keep it nice and healthy, because I can see myself cutting my hair in the future. I can see myself dyeing my hair in the future, even though I have never dyed my hair in my life. Like there's some things I can see myself doing, and I can see myself, because I think I'm pretty young, yo, so I can see that this could be like a very a hairstyle that I do wear for the next 20 to 30 years, and me trying a lot of things during those times. So I don't really have a goal right now, just to keep it nice and healthy. You use supplements? If yes, which ones? No, I don't use supplements. I don't take any like hair vitamins or anything like that. If I do, I use the Nature's Bounty, the gummy ones. That's if I want to take hair, nails, and skin vitamins, but I don't take any. And I don't use any oils on my hair, but I should. So how long is your longest lock? Y'all over here. I don't know how long my longest lock is, and I don't really care to measure it. I can measure it on my body. I think it would have to be like up in the front. I will say, without like stretching or anything, it's definitely this one that annoys me, because the texture is so different compared to the rest of my locks. And I feel like I have one over here. I don't know. But yeah, I would say this one. I don't know how long it is, but it comes to right here on me. Okay, so one major thing I like about Sisterlocks and one major thing I don't like about Sisterlocks. So one thing that I like about Sisterlocks is that like they're low maintenance, but then the thing I don't like about them is that they're high maintenance at the same time. Like out of the locks, like locks are supposed to be a low maintenance thing, but I feel like out of all the locks that are out there, Sisterlocks are the high maintenance one, high maintenance of them all. So I think that's what I don't like about it, is that it is high maintenance of the low maintenance of it, if that makes any sense. But I do like that they're low maintenance, so that's why I like that they're low maintenance, but I don't like that they're the higher of the low maintenance. Yeah, if you get me, you get me. If you don't, I'm sorry. Start my journey over again. What would I do differently? I think I'll still get Sisterlocks. Be on top of my like retie scheduling, and then just like a financing budgeting thing, because I'm trying to be like a millionaire one day, just to make sure like every paycheck I put like $50 or so towards a retie or a hairstyling, whatever. So that's the only things that I would do differently, but I would still do Sisterlocks because I just love them. I just love my hair. I just love my hair. I do. There was a time where I was just looking at every other lock, and I was like, dang, did I make the right choice? But I did. I really think I did. So those are the only things I would do differently. Do I have any lock or Sisterlocks crushes or inspirations? Do I? Okay, one, like my top one, I feel like this is on everybody's Sisterlocks crush list, is your boy. In my head, I think she's my twin. Or we're like best friends, or like long lost sisters or something like that, Then I also like Imani Goodbridge. Imani, Imani, you know her. So those are like the two people that I really are consistent with following and whatnot, and I'm like, yes, those are my top two. Please let me know, what are your lock or Sisterlock crush or inspiration? If you made it this far in the video, thank you. You're the real MVP. Please do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.